What up, gang? Hope everybody's doing good tonight. I am going to be adding some features, working towards a playtest demo. There's a few things I need to do, like add a new enemy, some new items. So I think this will be cool. I'm going to set this up so that I don't have any items. I had a bunch of items I was testing. I still need to verify that. I was testing how to make the equipment look better. In order to do that, I created a new type of equipment called a tome. And compared to equipment, which takes up a slot and you can move them around, a tome is added to a character and it does some effect one time and then disappears. So I created a tome of carrying, and the idea there is that I can add a new slot. Normally you have to merge two of the same cards, like two blobs or two baby blobs together to get a new slot. But if you find this tome, then you can drop it on, let's say, this guy. I'll drop it on one of the babies. Now I have two slots. I need to create an animation that makes it look a little fancier, but I mean, part of the reason why I created these tomes was I think that they would be pretty interesting, doing different types of upgrades for characters, and then also it gives me a tool to test, quickly test how the spacing looks here. I think this looks alright. I'm not, particularly in love with these squares, but I'll compose something different. Maybe like a little bag would be cool looking. So this is what I was trying to test. I'll do a refresh here. Yeah, I was trying to see that these equipment look okay. Before they were smushed together so you couldn't even see what the two items were. I think this is too high on the card. It should be, in the bottom probably. But then I wanted to test what it looks like there too. I think that's alright. It's interesting because it doesn't tell you what those things do, but over time you'll learn what they do. If you really wanted to look, you can click up here, and in theory you could hover over these. I need to add that as hover over so you can see what these things are. I'll do that now. Add hover over on decks for equipment. I'll try that. Check in the last thing, which was the equipment on playfield and in hand is better spaced. Okay. Please add hover over on decks. Hover over for equipment if present when viewing decks. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. I have a new character, a new commander I want to create. He's got a passive heal over time, which means every summon that he gets, every card that he has heal over time. And he also has a new card called Metal Slime. I've got the art for it somewhere. But he's going to be a character that has no attack, 0 attack, but he's got, decent hit points, probably like a tank, and he moves really slow. So the idea is you could put an archer behind it and slowly walk forward. Yeah, so I mean that's the thing is since he can't attack, maybe I give him a lot more health. So I think that's what I want to do. Right now, I don't have like full coverage for 3 characters for each section in the first act. I've got, I think I got like 8 characters or 7 characters. So there's a lot of repeats. I might also make it so, repeats are less likely. Because until I have, a ton of different options for each of these characters to fight, you're going to get a lot of repeats. Even if there's if there's 3 levels per and I have 3 characters, you're still likely to get a repeat, I think. Or maybe equally at least likely. So yeah, there's a couple things I want to do. I just want to get the game ready to be able to play test it and share it so it feels like a full experience. Okay, change it in one place, that makes sense. Okay. And I might as well add these quality of life features when I see them. And test it. Alright, so if I go here, now I can look at the items. Cool. Okay. Nice, good work. What do we do? Just turn true. We got a if attach hover over option. And grabs the add component, so it just adds that component. Fills it with a value EQ, whatever that is. File inspector. Yeah, builds sprites. Touch over true. Okay, looks good. Add the equipment. Hover over to executives. Wow, they can't even auto-correct or correct equipment. That's how bad it is. Okay. Right. Rename spells to brews. I changed the names of spells, which are one-use cards, which are usually powerful, allow you to drop almost anywhere on the screen. But they go into a what is it called? A trash deck. They're calling them brews. instead of spells. I think it's like a potion in that you throw a jar out and it breaks. So I think that's cool thematically. I probably want to add another type that can be used more than once, or maybe I just add charges. Kind of an interesting idea. I don't know. I do want to make like a commander that uses a lot of brews. I'll call him the Brewmaster. Fixed equipment stacking. I think that was the same thing. I'm just looking at a list of things. I've got to do title screen. I was thinking about an all stats tome. That increases all your stats by 1. That might be cool. We made that relic. Okay, I'm going to make a new enemy commander who has heal over time. And he has a metal slime. Test him out. First I'll make the metal slime. Wonder if there's another name for a metal slime. In Spanish, they're called Limo Metallico. In French, Wallon de Metal. In German, Metallschleim. In Italian, Slime Grigio, gray slime. Funny. I think okay. A new character called Metal Slime. Not attack. Has high HP. And moves slowly. I was wondering if I should make him knock guys back or not. I could use knockback as an equipment though too. Maybe he does like a his attack does like 1 HP and knocks back every 3 times. I don't know. We'll just start simple. While that goes, I'm going to go look at my downloads for my slimes. Where's my metal slime? Oh, this guy's cute, Snowball. I might have to do that. Maybe he goes and slows people. I've got an item when somebody runs up and dies, they stun them for a second, but maybe he can do something where when he dies they stun them for 5 seconds, or slow might be okay, I don't know. I have to think about it. He could also attack to the side and slow. The thing is, he seems like he'd be somebody that doesn't have much health. Like maybe I'll think about Snowball for an enemy. Maybe that'd be fun. Enemy commanders Uh, that's like a snowman. Maybe not a real snowman. Maybe he's a guy with a, he's got one of those hats with a little ball on the top and is covered in snow. It's like, Eskimo type of dude. New enemy, snowball. Anyway, where is it? We got this thing, we got this guy flying around, we got... I heard a bling in the background. Oh man, they give him a lot of health. 120, 50% above rock, more than double tank, so incredibly soaks a column's worth of incoming damage plus something he can lose. It doesn't pay back, it just walks. Move speed is 0.5, a quarter of the inventories. Oh man, he's really slow. I think that's interesting. He's got a lot of health, so it'll just be able to plug something up for a while. I could see that being really useful. Breakthrough 2, modest payoff if one does cross. But the primary value is occupying the enemy line midfield, exactly. Then it costs 3. Maybe 3, maybe 4. I think it might be too cheap. Color pale, so really fine. The greatest right path, middle slime. Okay, well, I need to find the middle slime. That looks great. I think that's going to be a great... I didn't mean to click that. What am I doing pulling up the code editor? It's good for attribution, I've been doing lots of attributions for these cool icons I've been finding. Thought about a spiked pillar as an option. You can get thorns on a normal pillar and make it a spiked pillar, basically. But so it's interesting. There he is. Yeah, that guy's sweet. What size is this? 512, 512. Why is it black in the background? Let's take her in. Oh yeah, you can do like pretty good AI manipulation as long as it's not creating anything new. But for things like this, it'll probably be pretty slow. Come on, didn't I drag you in? There you are. Oh, you be flipped. I have the technology. There we go. Incredible. File export as mouse-line PNG to download. Yes, I would like to replace. One thing's cool is I created this new commander just for testing. Makes it pretty easy. Need to go to my units. Grab my metal slime. Uh-oh, where's he at the top? Probably, yep. Drop him in. He looks pretty grumpy, but maybe he's just tired. That's what I like to think. He's tired. We'll do 400. Make him a little bit bigger than normal. We'll see how that goes. He does suck up a lot of space. Let's apply it. I'm going to go into my, deck editor. I'm going to go to my test dummy. I'm going to add, where's metal slime? We're going to add one. Got a bunch of blood mines in so I can get to stuff pretty fast. I'm testing a high mana character. I don't have any really expensive. The most expensive character I have is the what's he called? Not the bandit, the rogue, I think. And he kind of walks back and destroys a line of guys. Might change how he works. What's interesting is I don't remember adding relics to this guy. What the heck? Why did he get relics all of a sudden? My data get corrupted? Growth and something else. Huh. We didn't save it. Deck editor. Test dummy. Add metal slime. Save. You should not have growth. Maybe I was testing that, I don't know. Huh. Okay. Oh, that's the other commander I wanted to make, which was a commander that copies your deck. Can the AI play it better than you? Okay, well, oh yeah, that's the deck button, that's right. And it's still not in there. What the heck? Card maze, deck editor, test dummy. I don't see him getting in here. Metal slime, save. Save. Maybe I'm just not paying attention. This might work, I don't know. Oh, yeah, there it is. It just doesn't have the right, I must not have given it the right text for it. Metal slime. Yeah. Close. Alright, that seems to be working. Gotta hit that save button, boys. Alright, now we're gonna try it. Okay, here's the metal slime. Plodding meat shield, doesn't attack, just trundles towards the enemy line, soaking every hit thrown at it. It's very expressive, very high HP, and a glacial move speed makes it a slow rolling roadblock that lets your damage dealers catch up. 120, jeez. Alright, let's see how this guy goes. I think it's gonna be crazy, especially if I absorb his damage from behind. Alright, let's do it. Oh man, he is way too wiggly. wiggly. So I don't have any range behind him. You'd need a ranger to make this work, or a flanker. I'll just, yeah, well, I'm not actually playing this character, but man, he is so cheap, though. He's just going to delay the heck out of everybody. This guy's absorbing his damage. So, any character that could do range would be just a beast with that guy. What do you think his problem is? Well, one is he's animated too much. It's crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and fix that now because it's a problem with some characters that they bounce too much when they move slow, especially. If they move fast, it kind of makes sense. Added metal slime. Please add a option to affect the speed of the walk the squash and stretch animation for each unit. That's how you still stretch. I guess that makes sense. For each unit. Also, to start, please set the each unit. Well, let us do that. Editable in the card editor. I think that like the big characters like the tank and this metal slime just look kind of ridiculous. I think doing a squash and stretch horizontally would be a cool option for some characters too. Like slimes that are sliding should stretch that way, and bouncy guys should kind of jump up and down. I think we'll do that. At least that gives characters a little bit more personality, I think, for now. So after this, I'm going to I'm specifically trying to look like, prototype with characters that are, that can be animated decently without too much, which means no legs, mainly. What are 3 changes? Card definition, unit spawner. Okay, just does that before it drops it. Okay. So metal slime wants to applaud, that wants to applaud can author squash and stretch for it. Slow heavy waddle. Okay. See what we got. How's your night going? Good, I hope. I need to turn on another light. It's 9:36 right now. Just had some people over, community group over for dinner, and we had a salad bar, which was awesome. Remember when their pizza places used to always have like an indoor area, you'd go in, play some video games, look for quarters that might be stuck in the coin return or dropped and rolled under the machine, play some games, get some pizza, and then they always had a sweet pizza bar. Salad bar. Pepperoncinis, ranch, those crunchy things, crunchy bread squares. It's good. Good. I mean, the dressing, that's really what you're going to a salad bar for, I think. I know that the metal slime is already too slow, so I'll create the overhead asset. Where's this animation speed thing? 0.5 seems even too slow. I'm going to go 0.2, 3. Save. Let's see. He doesn't really look like a squisher, you know? I wonder if it's not about the speed, but the delay. You know, it bounces and sits. Maybe it's a combination. Anyway, we'll try it out. Just for fun. He's not going to be able to do anything with that torch. Heal over time on this guy would be nuts. Or armor. Yeah. Let's see. So that guy's bouncing around. Let's see this guy. It's way too much. Shouldn't be just the speed. It should be like the amount. Yeah, this guy can't do it. Anything. Okay. Please, what was I going to do? Please add option to change to a squash, horizontal squash and stretch. Also add a it's always moving, you know, it's not like it moves to a space and waits. It's probably how it should work though, because right now it's like slowly always moving forward, but really it's not. I think it's only like attackable when it's on the square. You know, they're like attacking my squares, so it might make sense to make them do that more, where they move. I don't know. Think about it. I need to learn how to play stretch. Spell stretch. S-T-R-E-T-C-H. I did it. Horizontal. Only one. Okay. I need to stop autocorrecting so much. I might be able to learn to spell something. And we'll see. Horizontal squash and stretch. Also add a I was going to add a delay because it seems like in the card editor this would replace the move. This would vertical movement, squash, and stretch to stretch. I can do it. I was thinking, yeah, because if he just jumps quick and then slides, that's not really what I want either. Oh, the amount. I could add like a little character tester probably where I could play it and update it and play it and update it. That might be the way to do it. That's what I need. I feel like there's going to be, if I'm going to be tweaking these individually. Add amount. Add character tester. That's cool. I like the swapping. That's kind of how I'd want to set it up. So it's like the same code, but it's, takes a different value. It's pretty smart, these computers. I used to, be very excited about building engines that made content really quick to add, but this is really quick. I'm going to just test each one to make sure it's working before I add more stuff. I'm going to go to the card editor, window check what else you did. Okay. Gets the flag for free. What a bonus. Go back to metal slime. It should be at the bottom. Horizontal structure. Let's try it. See what this guy looks like. Speed. I need the other one. Animation. It's nice they put that in there. It's hoping they would. Whatever that is. I'm going to put a hi into chat. Hi, everybody. Well, you're having a great night. Nobody's viewing live, but chat box is free. Alright, let's see what it looks like. That's still vertical. Did I not say? Let's say pause it. I go to my card editor. I go back to my metal slime. I didn't even click it. Horizontal. No, I turned it on. But I saved it. It doesn't look. Maybe it is. It's just the same. If there isn't like movement, to yeah, I mean, I don't. Maybe there's no difference. Interesting. I think I was kind of expecting that it would like. I don't know. Expecting something. So. Horizontal. Incredible, I did it. Oh, I spelled squash wrong though. Squar. What else did I do? Oh, man, it's very verbose. Guess it makes it easier for it to update things when I can just read it. It doesn't have to keep all that in memory. Add character tester. Right, okay. So first I'm gonna I'll do that. That should be pretty quick. They're just going to have a multiplier on that animation. This dude's just a chunk of metal. I mean, how do I expect him to move, you know? Probably just shaking really fast. You know, just shaking super fast, but tiny while it's moving. I think that, like it's scraping against the ground, add a little smoke effect behind it. You know, pushing the dust. You know, it'd be funny if I started adding like sound effects to each one of them. This enemy would be probably brutal with the first character because he's got 2 rangers. You can put 2 rangers behind this guy, and you could just roll through. Although, you know, if you had a, what do they call it, cavalry, you could just run up along the side and just beat on them. So you might need another character that does side attacks, maybe a front or side character. Maybe he'd just be expensive. Okay. I'm having fun 3D printing stuff. It's pretty sweet. Alright, card maze, card editor, metal slime. So if I'm going to increase the speed, I'm going to increase it to like 10, but the amount's going to be 0.1. 10% of the vibration, but it's 10 times as fast. Let's see if that works. Click off. Save. He's just going to be a vibrator, you know, then as soon as he gets to where he's going, he just sits. I think this might work. I think having him just slide without doing anything is not going to work. It would be nice maybe to have a second animation for everybody, but I don't want it to slow down, you know, design. Let's go. I can't tell you if it's working. This guy's getting defended, but not the guy behind. I guess it's not getting hit, makes sense. But it's interesting that you'd think you'd get that icon on both characters. Oh, he just died at the same time. Interesting. What are the odds? How much does this guy cost? 3. He's certainly going to need to cost more than 3. too useful. It just locks these guys out. That was the first thing I did. I know that's too useful. That's too cheap. Too useful. I'm gonna make his mana cost 5. You know, he's like gonna be very good in certain situations, but also he's slow. Maybe 4 is better. I don't know. I don't have a healer character yet. I'll need to make that. Okay. Added S. Where's my and? S and S. B. I don't know if an and is good. Squash and STRETCH. Speed multi. Maybe I'll add the card editor later, because I feel like once I add a card editor, I'm going to have to go through each character and start fiddling around with the animation. And that's going to take a bit. I think I'm better just playing it, and when I notice something funky, I'll make small changes for now. Alright, so I got the metal slime, now I can make the new character. If I want him to be really strong, I need to put a shooter in the back, or give him special AI that makes it so the slimes, yeah, they decide where they put him. Like, put a ranged guy behind him, put him in front of a group of guys, that kind of stuff, to block them. Okay, so I'm going to create a new commander. I don't need to use AI for this because we have a commander editor. I'm going to create a new one. This guy is going to be the metal slime guy. I think I need a new robot character. The story of this game is that there's an alien, some kind of alien race that shoots down a bunch of these discs. They're like rings with holograms on them, and then different people find this alien technology. It's like a gun that projects these characters onto the battlefield, and they're battling each other in order to get more of summons, get more powerful, that kind of thing. So I'm thinking, other than slimes as characters, there's going to be like robots and aliens. Maybe the slimes are the aliens, or versions of them. I don't know. I mean, it's fun to have like a lot of different types of characters, but it's also nice to have something that's like holding everything together, you know. So this guy is going to have a heal over time, I guess. Maybe he doesn't need it, but he's got a heal over time. He's got slimes. What is he going to be? I think he should just be like a computer type of character. let's see if I can generate some stuff. Let's see if I can get Grok to build me something that's not terrible. Go to my history. Try to find these characters. We should get, there's images, okay. I also want to build another level. But, this looks pretty cool. Here they are. Some of these things look too good. I want more. This guy's funny, a little brick. Yeah, he's just a brick guy. Do I want to go with the? I think that's probably the style I'm going for. All right, let's see if we can get it to edit. Copy image. When I try to like take an image or a reference, they seem to like always think I'm doing something terrible with it. I don't get it. Create images. Paste this in. Stay in this style. Replace the 4 character portraits with the following. I had the pirate guy and I thought, I don't know, it seems weird. It seems like very dress up, right? I don't know what he was going to do, but I was just, I'm making 4 images in one, and I'll come up with something. Maybe it'll work or maybe it won't. 4, 1. Computer with screen for a head. Retro. And then with metal mask. Fully covered. Except eyes. Whoops. Skinny, tired slime. Stinny. Who put that T there? This one I'm going to say generic human shape. Human cloaked in complete darkness except for eyes. Man. Just missing letters now. I'm expecting them to not produce anything for me because it seems to not like this. I think maybe somebody is doing weird things with images and so they just don't give it to your thought for 10 seconds. Yeah, I'm still not sure it's going to generate it. These look pretty good. I like them, but please. Okay, well, those. I like them, but they're too fancy. Please make the crayon style a little less skilled. Same characters and everything else the same. Go! I want to keep it looking a little bit amateur. That's better, especially with this one. I guess that would be good. I kind of like this guy. See, slime, I like this guy. I'll call it computer alien skinny slime. What do you call this guy? Cloak. I'm going to save this to my downloads. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go to my that was the one I did before. What size are these things supposed to be? Not 512. They're kind of weird. It's like 7 something. 512 by 717. Please create 4 new images from in terms of view, like list view details. Recent image in downloads folder. Same deal. PNG of around subject. How long is this going to take? I'm guessing it takes a minute. And sometimes I can do it again faster than they can, but sometimes there's like really weird alpha I have to cut around, and this does a good job at it. I hope you're doing good wherever you are. I hope your family's doing good. I hope you're loved. I hope you have good friends you can count on. And if not, I pray that you find those things. Ba-ba-ba-ba-dee-doo-doo-doo. 1 hour streaming. If you see this and you think it's cool, leave a thumbs up or comment. I'd like to know what you think. If you got any ideas, let me know. I'll try them. If they're quick. And I like them. And if I don't think it works, I'll just not check it in. Ba-ding. Alright, let's see how it did. Doop doop. Yeah, and sometimes it leaves little chunks around, but not great. Now I have to go here, go back here. I say, please, edit. Please change their expressions to be hurt, grimaced. Maybe saying stuff like that makes the system think you're asking for something weird. It's a child-friendly game, okay? I mean, it's not going to be tuned for children, but I have this problem. A lot of games that I make, those are great. They'll work. Download. Just copy this name. Hurt. Save. I think this guy is going to be best for the slime, the metal slime. I could do this guy. I've got a plan for that. Maybe I'll give him a relic. I won't put it in the pool, and that relic will be the one that copies. You know, he has nothing in his deck, but it copies yours. And that way, when people hover over and look at, you know, the enemy, they look at that. They can read a little bit about it when they first play if they're savvy. Go back to here. This has been a real good grok day. So I do this, if we do the same for the names with hurt. I think that's what they're called. This is the wrong place to type this in. Here. I think all these characters will work. You know, I'll have something. I got a plan for this guy. I got a plan for the computer. And skinny slime could be anybody, you know. I think right now the pattern I'm going is, okay, I've got a new character. I'm going to give him a new unit to mess around with, and then once I do that, then it's adding a new unit and possibly new items and things as well. It gives me some ideas too for playable characters, and then you get more cards to play around and mix into your deck. Release. Okay. So the new character, I think I'm going to call him It looks like, let's say Gorb. What's Borg backwards? Grob. I think Gorb. That's what I'll do it.
Want to open your window?
Yep. Sure.
Wow. You need to open it.
Okay. I'm streaming. What's up?
Open your window and open mine so we can count out your phone.
Sounds great.
Pretty real about it.
Well, that sounds good.
Huh?
That sounds good. All right. Gorb it is. Great. Gorb is going to have these new images. Well, now that I'm doing it this way, I don't have to listen to how they want me to name it. That makes it a little easier. So here's Alien. Here's Alien Hurt. I move these into my portraits. It's a little bit faster actually. And when I had it just do this stuff, so I just go Gorb. Where? Oh, it's Alien, that's right. Or maybe just do Alien and Hurt. Probably have to change the number 300. Yeah. 300. Unit team color. I think he feels like a yellow to me. Save. Now I gotta work on his deck. I'm gonna go into the, I think it's map editor, right? No, it's deck editor. I find the new guy, Gorb. I'm gonna add an empty override. I'm gonna give him metal slimes. How many do I want? Maybe 2? We'll see how he works. They're expensive. And I'm gonna give, I might as well give him a ranger. I need to update the enemy AI to like want to put rangers behind friendly units that are not. Yeah, friendly units. I mean, sometimes it's good to put a ranger behind a wall, but then that locks them out. You know, they can't ever get back into your deck unless that wall gets broken. Other thing I could do is give a wall have it hurt itself, or maybe like it just destroys itself after a certain amount of time or something. The thing is, if this doesn't have the AI to stick a ranger behind the metal slime, then it's not going to be nearly as good. I need to give him some. I think, is this guy going to be a normal mine? Probably. He's going to be just a mana generator. We'll add 1. And what level is this guy going to be? How hard is he going to go? Should I give him growth? Seems alright. I feel like he's going to use the ranger before the metal slime because it's cheaper. We'll see. I'm going to go ahead and save this. And then I'll go into card maze, I'll go into the map editor, and then I'll go into the commander pools. So right now we've got these 3 guys. I think general test, I do want to change the levels for 1 through 3, 4 through 6, 7 through 9. Yeah, I don't know. I want to have like a different group of levels for every 3. Is that right? Yeah, I don't know. Might be changing too much. But And depending on which characters you put in what level, it can affect things. So that I might have to move things around, you know. I definitely want... I'm going to give them new levels, even if they're just small variations, though, because I think it feels nice when you're ascending up the tree to feel like you're making progress. Right now, it feels like you're just kind of... It doesn't feel like you're making progress because there's nothing indicating that outside of the, you know, the level. But, so we got 3 here. We got two in level 2. So maybe I'll put him in here. Level 3, we only have 2 here also. Justicar's pretty, you know, hard. I did nerf him a bit. Morth is pretty hard. Or can be pretty hard. Necroc's not so much. I'll add him to this one for now. I think if he's hard, I'll move him down. Gorb. I'll save it, and then I think I have a way of jumping around the map for a quick test. 5's, did I make him cost 5? I think I did. Did I only give him 1 mana generator? Alright, so let's just pick this guy. Yeah, map free travel. See if he loaded up, he did. I'll just start with, you know, just starting deck and see how this works. Yeah, of course he's gonna run that guy. Like, what's that guy gonna do? You know, it's just gonna... Oh, he's smart. Now we got a game. Okay, let's see if this is a good counter. Oh man, he's got so much health. Oh, it is gonna kill that guy though. So now I can just put this dude here and just try to for him now. As long as they don't put another shooter behind him, we'll be fine. Whoops, I put him in the wrong spot. I was going to put him in front of this guy. He can't, this guy cannot attack in the front. He can only touch the side. Which is interesting. Okay, he's got a nice setup now. Man, I guess shaking a little too much. A little too, I need to do something. I need to do something for sure. Okay, I'm gonna send this guy over, and then I'm gonna get some energy, and then I'm gonna send this guy out. Because he's so slow, it gives me time to kill the guy behind him, so that guy's a very good counter. So far this guy's not tough. Just run this guy over. He doesn't have any cards left again. Oh, he's too easy. I mean, part of that is because I have... Part of why he's too easy is because I have the cavalry. If I play it again, and I play with somebody who doesn't have range or as many options to counter him, it's going to get different. It's going to be very different. I think it's going to be really hard for Let's go. See if they got him spawned. Man, we got way too many. Yeah, he didn't spawn. Spawn at all. I'm gonna go ahead and change the spawning now. Added a Gorb. What's it called, Commander? When selecting a character from the pool, within each, what is it called? Map editor, kind of pools. Please don't allow duplicates. Duplicate commanders. If others are available. For that 3 level section of the, I'll just say if it's available. We'll start with that. I mean, the thing I'm thinking about is possible later on I'll want to pull in commanders farther forward in the game, and I don't know that I care. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think I'm just going to make me commanders all the way through. I'll add that. Oh, stop. Wrong chat. Maybe I should make the monk be able to attack all directions. I think that would make him more useful. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's see if this worked. This game has been so much easier to design than Wisdom Miner. Wisdom Miner was so hard. And I feel like not a lot of people really enjoyed it. I mean, I couldn't get a lot of people to play it anyway. Okay. What was that? What did I do? Oh yeah, I was gonna try to play against with him. I'm gonna come up here. That's interesting. I don't think that did a thing. First three, I still have a duplicate. When selecting a character from the pool, please don't allow duplicate commanders if others are available. Done. Authored list with dedupe. Iterates character list as a commander to do in order or a hard code run. When no asset exists is what is going on here? This isn't a character select thing, dude. I'm gonna go ahead and discard changes. I discarded those changes. What I meant to ask was what I meant to do is when let's try this again. I will be when navigating the map, I don't want to see duplicate commanders on the progression map unless there are not enough commanders in the pool to satisfy. That's one thing that's great about source control. You can just dump stuff if you don't like it, right? It's also a reason why it's good to test. Some people run these things pretty wild, and to each his own. I want to have this game ready to play test next week. See if people like it. I think I've been working on it for like 20 days or something. 21 days. Quite a lot of stuff getting done. I mean, this is the it's pretty cool. I'm really having fun. I'm enjoying it. Enjoying the heck out of it. In-game auto battler, where you give equipment to Yeah, there's this game I played that I liked. I don't remember what it's called, but it was like this auto battler, and you'd start out with I think 2 characters, and then you get to give them equipment. I think they have like 3 slots, and I think that's part of what I was thinking about with slots. I like the idea, you know. I haven't seen card games do slots. I'm not saying they don't. I'm not saying there aren't ones that exist, but I haven't played them. Okay, so yeah, that's right. Yep, that's right. All right. Crazy that it can just go ahead and work through this stuff when I'm playing. I think that it would have some kind of conflict, you know, because Unity's running it. You'd think if it had a conflict, though, that I would know about it. I guess I have I think I have it set where it doesn't recompile unless while you're playing. I don't know. I mean, I used to have to set that in Unity. It seems like it should be a default. You know, don't reload the game while you're playing. It's not like it's a, you know, interpreted language in the way that you can just change it on the fly. I mean, not all commanders need to be balanced for specific things. But for specific enemies, but I feel like they should have a decent chance of getting around them. Okay, one of each. This doesn't have one of each. But maybe because we got 1, 1, 1. We got 1, 1, 1, 1. Does that not have a third character? This is not working. What's going on? Both pickers now take an optional exclude parameter. The default null overload preserves every existing card set. It does not care about dedupe. Why did you talk about dedupe again? Pick for level builds a candidates list from the pool, dropping IDs that are already in the exclusion list. If the exclusion list. Heck. Both regular combat commanders on the 10 spline floors. And elite nodes between them, including the fallback. Maybe that's the issue, is the elites are picking it. I don't care if I don't want elites to care about duplicates. Please remove the elite check. Elite node check. Otherwise, what I care about is that the normal fights do not have duplicates. So I don't care about the elites, and if you add them to this list, it makes the of exclusions, it makes it more likely to have dupes and normal fights. I think that's what's happening. I think it's going in, it looks at an elite, which are optional fights in the middle, and then it picks a unique card. But then what that means is it's pulling something out of that list, and then it starts getting duplicates. I think that's what's happening there. I mean, it's nice that it made that jump that elites would take into account, and if I had enough commanders, it would probably be okay. But for now, I don't want to have to create 3 more commanders. Alright. Per list. I mean, maybe I'm thinking short term here, and that's possible. But certainly for now, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm going to look at my list. Title screen, all stats tome. New card, Iron Slime. I can mark that one off. Don't allow duplicates. Mark that one off. I didn't know I had that one. Maybe I did. This one. Character powers attack based on total damage taken before dying, releases laser blast. Oh, that's a character idea. Yeah, this could be okay. Yeah, could be okay. Oh, I got fire trail equipment. That was something my buddy Scott suggested. I think I could do that one. That'd be cool equipment. In the Bible, there's that one story where might have been who's that big strong guy that got his eyes gouged out? Samson. It might have been him. He tied 2 foxes' tails together. I don't know how you find a fox. Maybe people had foxes. Maybe they ate them. But he tied them together, and then he put a torch in their tail or lit their tails on fire, and then they ran through and burned down a city. Pretty crazy story. But maybe I could have that like Samson's or fox tail, and it could be a fox's tail on fire. I don't know. For a fire trail might be an interesting equipment idea. Card always ends up. I said something right there, and I didn't actually. I am considering adding a what do they call it? Like a spawn sickness. So once you put a card down, that card goes into your field deck. Oh, my ears did something weird just now. But then it comes out of your field deck and into your draw pile when that character is removed, either through death or through breakthrough, getting to the end of the lane, or some characters will poof away for various reasons. But it might make sense to have a penalty before it comes in. Maybe like 3 seconds before it gets into discard, just so you're encouraged to have bigger decks. Bigger decks are in this game are still can be a problem if you don't have the mana to support it. And if you have too much mana in this game, it gets really spammy, and it's not as fun as thinking about, oh, here's some enemies that are coming. What's my best way of dealing with them? That's what's fun to me. So that might be one way of subtly encouraging larger decks. And also for enemies, sometimes they'll have, like 2 cards, and then you kill the card thinking you're the guy, and you're like, I'm home free. But then as soon as you kill it, he can, spawn it again. So if nothing else, having a spawn sickness for the enemy might be good. Okay, so what I wanted to do is test to see if I could beat this guy with Chungus. Okay, now we have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, I need that other. So I need one more enemy. in order to guarantee that at least the normal fights are unique. And I think that'll be fun. Then the next thing I need to do is show the level. How many levels do I have? 9, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. And the pools are 3 high, right? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 10. Okay, that's what I thought. So you could have a new level every 3 guys. Then another 3, then a 3, so that'd be, and then a level for the boss. So I think that would be 4 levels per act. I think that sounds good. Then I want to have like something here that shows, you know, a color that separates those 3 that makes it feel like you're making progression. And then I think as long as the enemies and items and things are fun, I think that'll be a good contest. Chungus, I love that name. Pet Leash, his thing, I need to update this, but basically what it does is if his summons, so let's say let's say you got a blob and it splits into 2, so those 2 are summons, or the zombie that bites somebody and when they die they turn into a zombie. The equipment from the parent that spawned them goes to their children, and that can be pretty powerful and pretty interesting because there's so many different equipment that you can use in order to scale them. So yeah, and I think I'm gonna unlock the character, the next character once you beat the level, beat the first act. Yeah, we'll see if people like it. I think it's pretty fun. Alright, so I'm going to try this guy. I'm going to put my handy test. I'm going to remap travel and what do you think about the tree that I have? I know it's not like expansive, but you know, you're making choices on your upgrades every time. I think it's pretty cool. Alright, let's see if I can beat him. This is going to be significantly harder. I'd love to somehow box that guy in because he's going to be a problem. Well, I got him blocked off as long as he doesn't put his eye behind. I mean, this is pretty easy. I think he's always gonna play is yeah, his shooter first is cheaper. I don't know how smart I want to make the AI. You know, I think it's a mistake if you think that. When you think that just making your enemy super smart is a good idea. I mean, you want the players to feel super smart, not the enemies. The enemies feeling super smart. Yeah. Easy. Ooh, Tome Carrying. Sweet. I'm going to do free travel again. I could probably go back, right? No, it's still on, so I'll go back here. Fight him again, dude. Oh, he's got to at least do 1 damage to me, right? Or like... This guy's underperforming here. You know, if this set of levels, though, is smaller, then the chance of him just putting things in the wrong combination, or the right combination is better. The one thing it does, though, is it does hold your character hostage for quite a while. This guy's just like flooding dudes around. Uh-oh, almost lost this guy. could give this guy a second energy. He's not using this. He doesn't have the energy to support more than one of these dudes. Yeah, he's got no chance now. Like my little dude's just slowly beating up. I thought 120 health was gonna last forever, and it does. It kind of does against this guy, but it doesn't matter. I got so many of these little blobs flying around. Hit you with a trap. Snap! I need to change the animation of that trap. It's pretty ridiculous. Alright, free map. That's so long, right? This guy can't do any damage to me. That's ridiculous. Alright, I can change the map, or I can change the AI, or I can buff him. Shoot these little missiles out. Whee! I assume this guy has normal mana generation. Well, we might get through. Oh, he's gonna get through. Maybe I can do this. No. He did one damage to me. No, I think that's more because I was lazy. I win. Yeah, I'm gonna look at other people and see if they have 2 manas. I think they do, and give them more mana. That's my start. Give them more option to put more of these guys down. That'll tie up your characters more. I'm pretty sure the other guys have more mana generators. So if I go to the deck editor, actually I want to go to the map editor, and I go to the relic pools, mana pools. Where do I have this guy? I have Gorbin level pool 2. Looks like Morth and Necrox. Morth. It's cool I can have both these windows out. He has 2 blood mines. A little different. Necrox has got 2 mana generators. I'm gonna start by just giving him another mana generator. I hope I saved that. I'll just do a double check on Commander, Tech Editor, War. Yeah, okay. Let's try it. Let's try it. Round 2. I'll have more options for making mana. Man, I could just give him a ton of mana. There's so many levers you can pull, you know. I need to get rid of like the white behind some of these guys. might have to just go and gimp it myself if I can't get that cleared out. Get rid of that, you know. And I can put some kind of thing around each one if I want. Alright, let's try it now. I thought this guy was going to just destroy me. Do I want to do mana? I do. I still don't need the mana generator. I'll just pop him out. Pop him out. Okay. There's my mana. And what? He's definitely got more mana. Oh my gosh, he's got 2 of them in a row. But he's getting blocked by this one guy because he's not putting a shooter behind it. I'll put another guy out there. Keep him held up. No, he just keeps dropping them, dude. Dude, this is so easy. It's really because I need to change how Rangers are set up, you know? I feel like they need to prioritize putting behind their own units that are not stationary. I think that's going to make them so much better. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to fix a problem. It's going to be interesting to see how this affects the rest of the game, you know, because the global AI change, but map generated does not generate duplicate normal fights when other commanders exist. Okay. Please update enemy AI to prioritize placing range units behind non-stationary units. 50% of the time. Don't play. The arranged card. Wait for mana to afford until another unit is placed. and it can be placed behind. Let's okay, so I got two different things. Verify that I got my stuff checked in. This could make some characters a lot stronger. Let's see. Survey a logic structure. Read enemy controller. Read enemy controller. Find zone constants and key fields. I think I'll probably try streaming for another week and see if people are interested. And watching me design these little games. Everything's fun. I was like making this game look so exciting. If I was, I think it'd be fun to watch people make things quickly. But, I'm starting to think that there's less people that just love to create and watch. Yeah, I don't know. Watch people create things. Maybe that even at this speed, it still feels like it takes too long to people. Boy, does making a game take a long time, though, usually. Starting to think that's going to change, has changed. Until they jack the price up of subscriptions. Which has got to be coming. Now apply the changes. First, the new decision step and decide and play. Okay, now modify first the new decision step. Play random, add 50% defer range filter, and then melee aware tile picker. After I do this and see if this guy plays better, I'm gonna have to play through the whole game and see if it's feeling better or worse. Some characters that do use the range stuff aren't that great. All three changes are wired up in the enemy control their new decision step. Try to play range behind Walker. Runs after the defensive step. Trap step and before the random play. Looks for any affordable range card and stationary walker on the board. If both exist, places the range at the first developed tile in the same row at a higher column than the walker. Row, column, higher, okay. Yep. 50% defer range inside. Try to play random before the random card pick. If there is no friendly walker on the board, and random But this player will list to non-ranged only, so half the time they holds its ranger and spends mana elsewhere. Yeah, I mean, I still want there to be randomness, you know, to the things the enemy does. I think that will pick up more variation, make it feel less stale, make it feel less about just memorizing how the AI works. Even if they're making suboptimal options, I think that can feel good too sometimes. I think you're going to lose and AI makes a bad move and you're like, yay, that can be fun too. I think maybe it's better instead of 50% to change it to 70% chance or something, but we'll see. I want the player to feel smart, to feel like they're making good tactical decisions as they play. Alright, let's try this again. Let's free travel up to this guy. Let's see if he is acting smarter or not. Once he gets that shooter back behind that thing, it's going to be game over for me. For this character. He's not putting them kind of walkers. Oh, there you go. He did that time. Now it's going to be real hard to deal with this guy. I think at this point you just rush and trap and just hope you can. I don't think I'm gonna be able to take that guy out. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess they're both blocked, right? So that's the option. You rush, you trap. Everybody's stuck. Now he's stuck, and I put another trap down. So that's all. Yeah, okay. So that's the plan. I'm gonna try him again. Without adding anything. Laser's more interesting. You have to decide, instead of fighting him, you have to decide to rush, which is a valid option. I'm trying to take out his mana. Hey, you're not supposed to be going behind stationary stuff. I guess he just was playing defensive, which in that case I think was a smart move. Okay, he's still got one metal slime, but he doesn't have energy to play it. You can see over here, you can see how much energy the enemy has. I'm going to change the pause to not just be down, but up here too. I think. So you can look at the enemy stuff. Well, so now he's got his wombo combo set up. I hadn't thought about how long it takes. That slow move is slow. If you got lots of cards, it's alright. You move them and they'll get there eventually. Interesting. I can throw this guy out, and you can see he's going to get pegged right away. I got a brush, baby. I gotta get enough money to do another break, another pause. Keep rushing, keep going, baby. It's my last chance before they start. Okay. Yeah. I just don't know if. I mean, I think it's fun to know to rush. I don't know if people are gonna. I think this guy's interesting. I don't know if he's. I wouldn't call him tough if you played him a few times, but if you go try to go head to head with those metal slimes, you're gonna be in trouble. Yeah, so he didn't come. Come on. This little red guy is just very. I'll just block this guy with this dude. He's not. I mean, it could be 50%, but it's not feeling like it. I think it's because he's the defensive option doesn't. This guy's getting ruined. I'll trap him. Yeah. I think this guy's still undertuned a wee bit. Okay, he got him back. Now that means he just has a metal slime. So once I see him do that, it seems super powerful, and it is, but it's also locking him out hardcore. I should give him one more shooter. Commander Editor. Gorb. This is the wrong one. I mean, Deck Editor. Give me a Gorb, baby. Give me another Ranger. That's going to give him, the ability wherever he gets it started, he's still going to have the ability to defend if he gets one lockback. He's got 3 slimes. I mean, 3 metal slimes, I think. 2. I think ideally you want like 2 metal slimes and you want like 3 rangers. And I should be having a hard time with this guy because he's, I should be powered up a bit by the time I get to him. But also, Chungus doesn't have range and he doesn't have a side swiper. He doesn't have a lot of things that you might want to deal with this guy. There it is. Man, he's not doing any slime. It's just all Ranger all the time, man. I thought there was some kind of 50% thing going on. Oh, there you go. He goes slime now. Well, he did get through it, but it's not because of the... Okay, so he's got one backed up now. Now we're even going to send this up, because the shooter will think it carried it right away. Okay, well he's way harder now. Way harder. Oh, I'm going to still slow him down and try to go for the speed. Alright, come on, get me that. Oh, okay, he's getting 3 points of damage on me. Okay, he's good now. I got Russian, man. This guy's brutal. Come on. Okay. Yeah, okay, he's on now. Alright. I'm gonna say he's good. Gorb asset, enemy controller, tuned Gorb. Added 50% weight to sending, what do they call the ringleaders behind modal, what are they called, allies? Put a little thumb up on this thing if you're watching this long. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a message. Let me know if you like what I'm doing. Let me know if I need music. My mic's bad. Help me out, brother or sister. Okay, I'm very happy with Corb for now. We'll see how it works out. I'm gonna make another enemy. I think this will be the heal over time, another enemy commander. I was thinking of a heal over time. I should probably use one of these guys I just made, or one of these little things I just did. There's this guy, that cloak guy's pretty interesting. Copies your deck. I think that's unique, right? What's a good name for him? Doppelganger is a little on the nose. Let me see that. Other words for doppelganger. Include double, lookalike, twin, clone, duplicate, counterpart, replica. Replica's cool. In context involving a ghostly or supernatural double, alternatives include ghost, specter, phantom, wraith, apparition, and spirit. I like replica, and I like phantom. Replicant. Mirror would be another option. Reflection. In the present time, we see through a mirror darkly, but one day we will see face to face. What a promise. What a hope. Phantom. Yeah. Let's make a new character. Commander Editor. Phantom. Should I capitalize this? Why not? I'm going to now grab these. I guess cloak was another name I could do. Cloak. Put it in here. 300. 300. Where's this cloak? 300. There you go, single tail. 300. Then I'll do this one. Black, maybe. Gray. Gonna save him. Then I'm gonna go to my card maze deck editor. I'm gonna go down to my Phantom. And be override. Phantom needs a new, I'm gonna say this. He needs a new enemy, and that new enemy is going to be. Does he need a new enemy? No, he doesn't. He's gonna copy your deck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make him copy your deck. The elite version of him copies your deck and your equipment, maybe. Create a new relic that copies the deck of your opponent. This will be only used for enemies. For one enemy commander. Maybe that makes anything easier. Or easier. Implement. I want the relic so that players can read it in the pre-battle scene and see his cards, which will be the same as yours. Added Phantom enemy commander. After I'm done with this guy, I think I need to work on maps. I'm going to look. We got a spellcaster. Here's some options I have for things to work on. Spellcaster commander. A relic where the first refresh is free. Equipment that gives 1 mana on breakthrough, called the Jade Amulet. This is a character idea where it powers attacks based on the total damage taken. Once it dies, it releases a laser blast that goes across the whole line. So he's sort of a, in theory, you'd want to buff him with a lot of HP, take a bunch of damage, and then blast everybody in front. I think that would be potentially interesting. It would be a character where you really want to buff his HP and his defense. Well, not defense. I guess it would just be HP. Maybe heals. Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe you can give him some kind of attack, some low attack or something. Oh, that might be really strong. But I mean, it's okay to have a really expensive card that goes out there, beats on people, and just nukes everybody. It'd be nice to have a 5 or 6 card cost that would just really be great in certain situations. Especially on levels where there's, less lanes. I think the normal level now is 5. I think he used to have 7. 714. I think maybe it's 5 or 6. I don't know. Let's look. Adamir playback. Excuse me. Added the mirror player deck to the relic effect, register the relic, plug it into the level enemy deck, level database enemy deck, so the relic overrides the deck. Okay. Now add 2 helpers at the end of the class. Done. Relic definition. Yeah. The manner fights with a perfect reflection of your own deck. Every card you ever in this run, they carry 2. Look in the mirror, that's the enemy. Icon relic source is relic. That should be a mirror. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here and go here. Mirror. Mirror. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. That one's ominous, right? That one's seems a little sparkly. I like the design of it. I don't know if it hits. This one was maybe the coolest one. I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to see if we can read this one. I want to download a PNG. I thought I could do it for free. PNG. Copy this. It's attribution. Let's go down here. Where's my attribution here? Be cool if I, use a bunch of things from the same person, because I've already used a couple from the same person. I think it's the same person. Who knows? Attribution. Okay, don't click on that. Yeah, it's free pick. I don't know if that's a person or auto-generated or something, but Prefix dope. There it is. I'll save it. Let's do that first, you know, so I don't forget, because this type of thing I would just be going ahead to forget it. And I'm going to pre-download it, unless, okay. I got reflect in my downloads. Then they said that the name of this thing is Mirror. I'm grabbing more stuff. Okay, just rename the file. My computer's like dying or something. It's not letting me rename the file for some reason. Okay, I did. Pull this up. Where did it say to put it? I'm guessing it's relics. Is there a relic section? There is. Put it in here. Might be too dark. It's black. Yeah. A single. Say, just to make sure everything else is 50. Let's see how that works. Then I'm going to go into my deck map editor. Go to Commander Tools. There's like different elites. The elites right now are just the same characters that I have in the pool, only they have usually they have extra relics to give more health and usually more starting mana. I think Goblin King's gonna be my boss, I think. One, at least three, equal two, at least three, there's Gorb. Three, I'm missing one before. Oh, am I missing more than? No, this is still three. So I'll add that in there. Let's see. I'll test it to see how hard he is. Though it's gonna probably be. You just have to play through it because it's not like he's gonna be as strong as your characters are. Although I don't know that it copies equipment. If it just copies your deck, it's still interesting. If it doesn't have equipment, maybe what I'll do is I'll just give him more energy and I'll start with this guy. There he is. He's got that white. I mean, it's not bad having the white there because it's so hard to see him, but I think I'm better off putting like an oval around these guys. Whoa. Oh, I didn't give him the relic. Okay, that's like that default that gives you just tons of copies of stuff. I never really put a lot. I mean, I put some thought, but not a ton of thought of like, what's the, best number of cards. With Magic the Gathering, I think it's like 40 cards. And then you hunt for mana, and you don't get mana, you get mana screwed. And when I started this project, I was like, I don't want to have passive mana regeneration. I just want to have what do you call them? The mana cards that you play, but then the beginning of every game was like refresh, look for your mana, play all your mana, get it all down, then you start fighting, and then you just spamming. And it just felt like every match started the same way, and I didn't like it. So that's why I added mana regeneration and then reduced the amount of sort of like mines that you get to generate mana. I reduced the starting amount across the board. And it's been easier to balance enemies. It's been easier to like. It's been more fun. So, deck editor. Let's go to Phantom. Let's give him the mirror. Add it. Save. What's going to be interesting is what's his deck going to look like? Does it mirror at the beginning of the game? Does it mirror when you get to him? There's a few things I need to test. And I can test that by jumping around the map and getting some new cards and stuff. He's got my deck. Let's start now. Alright. This will be interesting. Oh man, he's going for it. Okay. I'll just chill. He hasn't gotten his mana yet. We just have to wait. I think I'm going to lose that bottom lane. There's nothing I can do about it, so I just rush on through. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, well. I'm in trouble. Okay, well, that's so bad. I lost 1 health. Oh, wait, I'll knock this down. Look for some health, maybe. I mean, this is interesting. What do I do here? Am I going to get that? I'm not going to get that energy to get to the 4th energy before he gets there, I don't think. This is kind of a bummer. He'll go through and then maybe I'll have enough. Yeah, enough to deal with him at least. Enough to deal with him. I need some mana. I need to get my mana, bro. Okay, well, I can take care of the top 2 with this guy, and then maybe if I'm fast and if I'm lucky enough, I can get this in. Okay. And if I look, none of these guys have any equipment. So here's the first thing I'm going to test. I'm going to get a card and equipment and come back and see if he's got my equipment or if he's got my card. I don't know if I want him to have my equipment. Seems like that would be... it might be okay either way. I feel like you're going to be better with your deck than that. Enemy. I do really like that the enemies are actually playing games, decks. I was thinking playing your decks, it would be cool to add co-op. You know what, I'm going to just waste that. Do that. Trap's a little overkill for him, but I'm not going to have enough to deal with that guy. So I'm just going to let him go, and then I'm going to hope that I get get to the end. Come on, rush, baby. Yeah, I think I might pick. Yeah. I'm gonna take pocket sand. Since I can jump anywhere, I'm going to merge my blocks. Gonna heal. I'm gonna get another card. It's gonna be a fireball. I'm gonna go back in. And he has fireball. One blob. He's got my deck. Now I'm gonna put some things around. Start battle. Let me just see. Like if I he does have my stuff. Okay. There's my equipment. I'm gonna use my fireball. Well, fine. You want to play that game? Well, that guy's getting through. Nope. Do I want to waste that? 3 points for 1? Yes. He's burning. Goodbye. He's not lighting me on fire though. Even though it looks like they have it, I don't think he actually has it. Does he? Let's see, does he get stunned? No. He just looks like he's got the equipment. Yeah, it just looks like it. Okay. I think this might have been a bug that's been in there for a while where the enemies look like they have the equipment if they're the same card. It's probably a kind of pass over from before. I guess he doesn't like Jetfire if he dies. So. Let's see, maybe I'll put this guy here and see if he gets hit first. Yeah. I mean, this guy's probably decent enough. It's at least memorable, right? He's dope, baby. Yeah, I don't know that. I do want to fix the bug. And, I'm also going to go to the standard editor. Where's the description? I don't think they have a description. I think it's the item editor. Okay. I do need to be updating the descriptions for these things. They're not often too wordy. They're explaining like technical implications of what things do and how to use it, and I think that's, I mean, it might be useful, but when you're first playing, you want to know what things do. You don't want to read a book. So I'm going to do one test real quick and check to see if just to make sure that every group of 3 has a unique character again, just to make sure that I have full coverage of the normal fights. Streaming for 2 hours. I've got 12 whole subscribers, so, you know, I'm not expecting a bunch of people to watch these, or, I mean, they're long, right? You kind of have to be a very specific person to be interested in it. But I think the workflow is interesting, the thinking is interesting. I don't know if you're interested in game design and games in general. Maybe you'll find, I find it interesting anyway. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We're good. What we got here? We added a mirror relic icon. You know what? I didn't look at the what else did we do? We updated the Phantom a bit. Added to Phantom. This is a mirror relic code. Has mirror relic. Phantom relic map, get for commander ID, relics of the middle, return false. Otherwise, go through each one and see if the effect is reflect mirror playback. Return true, return false. That's the gift. And here's the snapshot player deck. So, a snapshot of player current deck for the mirror relic path builds a fresh list around the existing cards. So, what it does is it gets the source, which is the player deck, then it makes a new list of card definitions, and then it goes through each count and it adds the source, adds the cards. And then it returns a list of card definitions. And then you get the relic database, which creates this inline function here, where it registers the default mirror, and you get a relic definition, which just adds mirror player deck to what this is an enum, I think. Right? Oh my gosh, it's just the most wordy Enum I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. Okay. The cool thing, I think we can verify that my relic pools are, yeah, okay. This thing doesn't, a lot of these things don't really work very well unless you're in play mode, which I've tried to fix them, and they, kind of fixes some of them sometimes. Okay. I forget what I said I was going to do next. I know that I need to make the new levels. That's going to take a bit because I have to get an image generated, cut them all out, add them to the level editor, build a level. And I mean, I could add. It'd be nice to add like a new character to each of the enemy commander pools, but I don't think that's necessary for a playtest. I think people know if it seems like something they want to play without having a ton of per run commander variation. Yeah, I guess that's good. Yeah, so history, we look at today. We had the mirror relic, we have the phantom, we had a gorb, we fixed duplicates, we updated the AI a bit, added a little bit of animation stuff, added metal slime, added equipment to the deck views, equipment on playfield, fixed that. Refactored spells to bruise. That's all today. It's pretty good. Yeah, give me some feedback. Leave a comment. Subscribe. Give me some ideas. Let me know if you want to play test. Thanks. God bless you and your family. And goodbye.